Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of 3 Lord of the Rings draft. Rare Yolmer, Marshal of Rohan, 4 mana, 4/4. It's got haste. Whenever one or more other attacking legendary creatures you control die, untap all creatures you control, and then there's an additional combat phase. I feel like you don't get to trigger that too often. It's got to be other attacking legendary creatures you control that die. It's pretty specific. Other attacking legend that dies. That's a lot of setup to get that. So, we could still take it. It is a rare. It's a strong effect. I really like Foray of Orcs. This card is sweet. Removal with the body, really good. At worst, 4 mana 2/2 that deals 2 damage or something, which is still pretty good. And then it scales up a lot from there. I do like that. This might just still be worth it because at the end of the day, it's a 4 mana, 4 power haster with potential upside. And legends are good in this set. I like Landroval. This card is good. It comes down and immediately has impact. It doesn't even have to attack. I guess we'll go with Yomer, I guess. All right, follow-up pick. So in red, we have Gimli, which is good. And it's another legend for Yomer, so that's kind of good. Relentless Rohirrim, The Ring Tempts You. I'm way higher up on that than I formerly was. Probably makes most sense to just take Gimli. Other good cards in here. I feel like the Black Breath, more of a sideboard card, although someone main decked it against me and wrecked my day. Mirkwood Bats is, it's build round, but if you're either creating or sacking a lot of tokens, you're doing good things. Seer the Ungol Patrol, I was impressed with. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's good. Ents Fury's removal. Stew the Conies is better removal. Lorien Revealed is good. I like this card a lot, actually. You have it in your opening hand, and it's an extra land, and you draw it late, and it's value. So, really good. The good early, good late stuff, cycling in general, is pretty awesome and limited. We can take another Gimli. I'm okay with it. I do think it's good. Warbeast of Gorgoroth, also good. Currently triggers off every single one of our guys. But, Gimli is good. 4 mana, 4 power. It's got trample. You don't want too many of them, because can only have one. There can only be one legend. And it's another 4-drop, I suppose. But I think the upside of it is pretty significant. You just, additional pings from combat are good. I do like Warbeast a lot, like I said. Flamesmith and Battlescarred Goblin are both playable. I think we'll take second Gimli. Probably don't need more than 2 of any legend, I would guess. That's my assumption. Other good ones in here. Eagles of the North, certainly playable. Treason of Isengard, playable for the spells deck because it makes it works. Troll of Khazad Doom is very good too. 3 or more creatures blocking is tricky. Alright, so there's Relentless Rohirrim. Well, I don't know if I want a deck that's all 4-drops. That might not work so well. But what else do we want here? This card is good. This is probably one of the best scry creatures in the format, I imagine. We're pretty far away from that at the moment. Could take Easterling Vanguard. Not a phenomenally powerful card, but playable nonetheless if we end up... We don't know what 2 colors we are yet, though. Banish from Medeiros, we could take and end up maybe playing like a red-white go-wide deck. I really don't like it too much, but it does exile, it deals with everything, albeit at an expensive cost at sorcery speed. But I'm not 100% sold on Vanguard. I feel like going for Arwen here is not the best idea. I'm going to take Banish. I don't know if that's right. I'm just getting removal. Well, Forge Anew. This is a cool card, because if you get any equipment, you can just kind of move it around. But we do have Gimli's Fury now, which technically works with all of our creatures. East Farthing Farmer, more for the green-white deck. Could take Mordor Muster. I think it's much better than Easterling Vanguard. And I definitely think it's better than Gimli's Fury. So, can do that. This card, like I said, if you have equipment, this is really powerful in limited. Because you can activate equip abilities at instant speed, and you can pay 0 for the first equip ability. So you basically just get to move an equipment for free. It really makes combat challenging for your opponent. So we can take Quarrel's End. It's totally playable. Here's an actual equipment. It's a weird one, but relatively cheap. Stalwarts is more for the It does get Ring Tempsu effect, though, which is good. But more for the blue-white deck. Could take Quarrels in. I mean, this card in general is just pretty good. You get a body out of it. It filters. It makes stuff more keepable. It gives you a token. It lets you filter. You know, Flood is a big reason why people lose limited a lot. So Quarrels In does help with that. And it lets us continue to cut red, which is good. I really like Trebuchet a lot. I'm wondering if I would rather just have one of these 2-drops in red and maybe not necessarily go down the black path yet. If we do go down the black path, I would be really happy to have Trebuchet because we're going to be able to find a lot of amass goodies. I'm not 100% sure we're black yet, though, because we still could end up white. So maybe I take the Flamesmith, which I think I slightly like more than Goblin. They're both good. I just think if you end up with enough instants and sorceries, Flamesmith is potentially quite a bit better. It's at its best in red-blue, and I don't see a lot of blue in here. Oliphant is good. I think I'm taking Oliphant over Flamesmith. It's a finisher that's also makes more hands keepable. And I'm not 100% sure we're going to end up with enough instants and sorceries to justify Flamesmith. It's early, though. We could tell later, but this whole cycle is good. And Oliphant is no exception. I like making more hands keepable. So some decent green stuff in here. Ents Fury. Could just take it, potentially end up green-red. Or I can take Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin, which is good for the red-white deck. You get a Ring Tempsu effect, and you're probably a go-wide deck. So I could see taking it, because we already have Banish from Maderos, but I'm going to take the best card, which is Ents Fury. Slip on the Ring, you get a Ring Tempsu effect, you get Into the Battlefield effects again, too. Don't really have many Into the Battlefield effects. Generous Hint is good. Like I said, it's part of the cycle. Comes in, it's a great body, it's got reach, creates a food token. Yeah, I think I agree. I'll take the Generous Hint. The cycling, it makes it. Wow, pick 11 Warbeast of Gorgoroth is a gift. I feel like almost every single creature in our deck triggers this too, which is nice. Good card. Chance Met Elves. Well, we can play it. We don't have any real scry effects though. Yet. So, unlikely to need it. Second to last pick, Gimli's Fury. It's fine. Playable trick. Nothing to write home about, but playable. Alright, the Shire. This is more for the green-white deck. We have another Mordor Master in black. In red, we have Swarming of Moria and Crusher. I feel like maybe taking the Swarming here could be justified because we're certainly in red. It ramps us to 5 on turn 3, which is important. Jamming out some of these 5-drops or just in case we miss a land drop, whatever. Potentially lets us splash, maybe. Nothing else too crazy good in here. I'm just going to take Swarming of Moria and be pretty happy about it overall, I would say. And still not sure on our second color yet. Well, Strider would let us continue down the... It's another 4-drop, but let us continue down the red-green path. Could take the Guardian. We need some more cheap stuff. I do like the Guardian, though. 4 power is nothing to scoff at. I mean, maybe we just take Strider. The upside with Strider is probably the highest. It's another 4-drop, like I said, but it's probably okay. It's another legend, too, so... Emmer, however you pronounce it, looks better. So Breaking the Fellowship is playable. Bag and Porter's good. It's just all our legends are 4-drops already, so I feel like we're going to be 4-drop deck if I take that. I feel like it's probably time to maybe just commit to our colors. You know, we're far enough in the draft now where we probably have to do that. I guess we take Breaking of the Fellowship. It does give you the Ring Tempsu too. You know what? It's worth it. They do need 2 creatures. You need one to be able to kill the other. Overall, though, I think worth it. I don't think we need a third Gimli. I can take the Spearmaster. We only have one 2-drop creature now, though, which makes me think maybe we want the Goblin. But Spearmaster is certainly better than Goblin. It's got reach, and that ability is totally relevant. It lets you attack with more things. Tormented Golem is good. I'm going to take the Spearmaster, though, even though, like I said, we're wanting some more 2-drops. This is more for the Scry deck. We do have a Chance Met Elves, so maybe it lets us, I don't know. Rush the Room, we don't really have the Goblin or Orcs to support it. Although it does just give +1 and First Strike is at least a playable combat trick. I guess I'll take Farsight, though. Not loving it, but Galadriel. Well, we could have had a couple of the Scry dudes, but I'm still happy with the path we're going down. It's just... Alright, I think I'd take another War Beast. Gosh, I'm taking it over another 2-drop, though. We are going to be a little bit on the slow side, but I'm going to hope I can support it in pack 3, I guess. Alright, I'm going to get the Guardian now, take it over Shire Terrace. Guardian's good, and 4 power is relevant in this Strider build, too. Turn 3 this, turn 4 Strider. Ring Tempsu's good. I like it. So we can take another Quarrel's End. I don't think we need either of these. This is kind of cool since we have a good legendary count, but I'll take another Quarrel's End. Gives you at least a chump blocker and fixes the hand a little bit. Yeah, we can take the Huorn, or we can take another combat trick. I guess creature count's getting up there, but we have 2 5-drops already. Whatever. I'll take it. It's got Trample. Alright, I'm going to take the Guardian over the Porter because our 4-drop count's already up there. Even though this is like the Porter deck. Guardian, I've actually been impressed with Mirror Guardian. I like this card, and I've never really gotten to play it, but I've gotten beat up by it a few times. Alright, we'll take Bag-In Porter. We're not going to splash a Butterbur. We might play the Porter. That does bring us to 5 4-drops. 5 4-drops is fine. So we need some more early game. Once we get enough early game, though, I'm feeling good about this deck. I kind of doubt we're going to need Elven Farsight, to be honest. And I don't think we're going to need Chance Met Elves. I don't think this is the right deck for it. Everything else looks pretty good. We've got extra lands here. We got the Goblin back. I'll take it. It's totally playable in a pinch. We don't need the Crusher. Alright, we're on a pack 3. We just need some early game and we're good. Sting is a cool card, but I don't think we need it. We'd rather have... well, what would we rather have? I guess we could take another Guardian. 3 of them. I mean, Ring Tempsu's good. I'm okay with it. Yeah. We could probably wheel it, but it's the card, I guess, one of the few cards we actually want here. We really aren't an equipment deck since we're kind of like mid-range beats. We've got a lot of really powerful, high-power creatures. We just need more early game. I don't think we need this late game. Geez, I mean, Nazgul's the best card here. It's just not on color for us. 3rd Quarrel's End seems unnecessary. This seems unnecessary too, though. I mean, how many? We only have 2 Tree Folk besides itself. We'll just take a Rohirrim. I think it's the best. Could take Celeborn, but we don't have the elves to support it, and I'm not going to play that other elf just for that. And Ring Tempsu's... Can't undervalue that Ring Tempsu. All right, Fire Leaper is good, and we need more cheap stuff. What I like about Fire Leaper is it really can make battle decisions harder for your opponent, even just as a 1/1. Trade with the next one, kill another X1. And if you have open mana, forget about it. I don't even know what they do. Spider is like the pick. Best pick we could have asked for. Since we need early games and we have a ton of legends that we would love to give Death Touch to, especially Trampler Death Touch. Because the synergy there is so good. But Spider is a huge pickup for us. We got to figure out actual cuts here. I don't think we need Gimli's Fury. I don't think... Ooh, Doors of Durin. Here's a good one. That's sweet. Yeah, this is a great one. With all the powerful creatures we have. And technically we do no elves, but we do have dwarves. We have a few dwarfs. We have 7 dwarfs somehow. All right. Well, Doors of Durin is a very good card, and I'm gonna love playing that. All right, Quick Beam is yet another expensive thing, but it's very powerful. Given 2 huge creatures trample, I mean, I think we just take it. So you could take Stew the Conies. How many early creatures do I have now? I have Spider, Goblin, Flamesmith, Leaper. It's still only 4, but I think we might want to take Stew the Conies. You know, there's an argument that In's Fury is better in this deck because we have so many 4-power creatures, but it's really tough to go wrong with one-sided fight plus create a food token. It's pretty good. So we don't need Gimli's Fury. I don't think we need the Farmer. I guess like a Scarecrow just in case I need to sideboard into more blockers. I mean, I just don't want to get beaten down, you know? All right, we'll take the Song. Celeborn is another legend. Would I rather have the Huorn or get another legend? I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/4 that scries 1 when it attacks, sort of. I mean, it's a 3/3, but you know what I'm saying. It attacks as a bigger thing. I guess we can take the Farmer. So we can cut a lot of creatures from this deck. I don't know if I've played red-green before in this format, so this should be interesting. We have a pretty good legend count. We're just looking clunky. That's the only problem. Last pick playable card for us. That's kind of nice. We got plenty of Ring Tempsy effect. I guess that's nice. Let's figure out cuts here. We're definitely going to be 17 lands, even with the Oliphant and Generous End, because our curve is quite high. So we can cut a boatload of creatures, and probably would prefer to not cut early ones, but we really don't need the fixing of Scarecrow. It's just a blocker in here. So that does seem like one we should probably cut. And we have 20, I mean, we can just cut creatures so easily here. So Farmer can probably go. Could cut the Porter, even though our legend count is pretty good. Although I could play the Porter over the Celeborn. The only reason to play legends is that it makes Yemmer better. Omer. I should probably figure out how to pronounce that. I mean, we have to make a lot of cuts here, so we'll figure it out. I kind of want to keep all my Ring Tempsy effects. Maybe the Porter and the Celeborn both go. And then I like this because you get a Ring Tempsy, and we have these 4 Ring Tempsy, and we have this Ring Tempsy, and we can easily cut 5 creatures and still have a deck. But I kind of want to, with all our maybe mana requirements, probably keep our top end. So, especially Oliphant in here with all the fatties, giving him trample's pretty good. So, yeah, we have to make cuts here, huh? 5 cuts, no less. Maybe the Huorn can go, even though I like it. I really don't want to cut too much Ring Tempsy, but here we are. Because we have Huorn, Rohirrim, and the Guardians. I mean, we can run more creatures, too. Bombadil Song is pretty nice, though. And this gives you a Ring Tempsy, too. Yeah, that's pretty good. So does Breaking the Fellowship. So, I could cut Quarrel's End. I do like having that filter, though. It's important to me to have the filter. Because you just don't want to get flooded. I mean, I feel like this deck we have less risk of getting flooded in this deck simply because we have stuff like we just have a lot of fatties. We have Doors of Durin. But the Quarrel's End does help with not getting flooded. So I think we need to give a strong consideration to that. I could cut the Swarming of Moria. I like the treasure token because it ramps us, but at the end of the day, we probably don't need it. I'd probably rather just have the extra card and just get a 1/1 instead. Even though this doesn't ramp us, I think I'd rather just have the extra card. And at this point, I just got to be tactical with my cuts. So Spearmaster has reach, which I really like. It makes me not want to cut it. But I value Ring Tempsy more than that, so I wonder if I maybe just do cut the Spearmaster. I mean, I don't want to run some of these 2-drops. Like, I think Flamesmith in here is pretty terrible, actually. I think, yeah, which one? Yeah, Flamesmith in here is pretty terrible. So it's basically a 2-1, and the upside doesn't do that much. I really don't want to cut, because our 1 and 2 drops are light. I probably can't cut any more than that. So we need 3 more cuts. Jeez. Yeah, this is a tough one. Warbeast looks real good with 4 Guardians. I really don't want to cut those Guardians. I think Spearmaster's got to go. It doesn't have to go, but it's what's going. Stew the Coney's at least great with Spider. This deck could have used... I think if this deck had 1 more Spider, we'd be looking a lot sexier than we are. Like, I would trade this Battle-Scarred Goblin for a Mirkwood Spider easily. But we may just need the Goblin, just because we're so light on early plays. Yeah. So 2 more cuts. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know what they are. It might be the Huorn. Yeah. Maybe that. Do I cut a Guardian? I don't know. Probably should be a creature. I really like the Guardian a lot here, though. But it may be the cut. Unless I really shouldn't go any further down on 2 drops, right? It just seems so unwise to have less than... Because right now we have, what, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 1 and 2 drop creatures. That's so light that we may just need to cut somewhere else in the curve. And it's probably the Guardian, just because I think the value of the Cyclers is higher. It just makes more hands keepable. So this is a tough deck. It's a tough one. I think there's some good things going on, but we'll have to see what we can do with this, all right? And I really don't want to do 16 lands. I think that's an unwise idea. I mean, you can count these 2 as half lands, but we still, our curve is... Well, yeah, I feel like our curve's high enough where we probably shouldn't do less than that. I could cut the Quarrels in instead of Guardian and just go to 1. Maybe I like that more. Maybe we don't need 2 Quarrels ends. And then that at least lets me play 2 of the Mirror Guardians. Yeah, because I do like the Guardians quite a bit. All right. I guess I'll run it like this. All right. Hopefully with all this Ring Tempsy, we can at least, you know, rummage, or loot rather, better than rummage. All right. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. We'll play first. Oh, there you go. Oliphant, making hands keepable. Love it. Battle-Scarred Goblin with Stew the Conies is actually kind of interesting. You attack, they could block with something, they take the 1 blocking damage, and you can deal 2 more to it. I know it's not, like, broken or anything, but it's kind of cool. So we'll cycle at the end of their turn, just guaranteed we get that red mana. Well, now they can't block it, so that's cool. I guess we'll attack for 2 here. I might just take 3 and set up for a Breaking of the Fellowship. Okay. So, I think I actually am going to Stew the Conies instead. And the reason I'm doing this is, well, it makes better use of mana, but I want to play the Rohirrim here. I want to get a bigger dude down. Now I guess I can get the loot going with the Ring Tempsy here, so that's nice. 4, huh? So we'll do this so we get the ring Tim's use so we can loot. Then we'll get in. And then we can do Quarrel's End, ditching a forest. Alright. Can loot first, but we're probably going to do Gimli, so we don't need to do Quarrel's End. So I think we just get in and loot. Well, 2 Gimlis. Probably unnecessary, but that's alright. Do Gimli here. Although now I'm more willing to trade. That's true. And you have 2 Gimlis. It's nice we still get to trigger. So we can get in and loot again. Ditch the land. 5, 6 mana, so we don't have enough to do both of these, but that's alright. We'll yeah, we can play the land and do Gimli. That's fine actually. Because I think we do have, I mean, we have actual 6 drops in here, so. And then I can still sack the food, so that's actually kind of nice too. Frodo can actually, no, Frodo can block Battle-Scarred Goblin, but it still dies, so that's actually okay. Good draw. Alright, Generous Sense, a big dude, so we can do that. So we can get in with both, and they don't really have a great block. Guess we can get rid of Quarrel's End. Having both of these seems better to me. Oh, they're gonna kill Frodo if they do that. Whoops. They do have food too, so I have to pay attention to that. Okay. Alright, so now we can loot again. Sweet. So I think they forgot about Battle-Scarred Goblin's ability, and that ultimately cost them pretty significantly there. That was a substantial loss on their part. Plus, moving around there, I wonder why they moved Frodo to be the ring bearer when Stalwarts just kept swinging and growing. But whatever. Maybe they had their reasons for it. I mean, Frodo gets the upside of must be blocked. And if you're on level 3, that means it attacks and whatever you block with ends up dying. So I guess that's a thing. That is good. As far as Sideboard goes, well, it actually, I mean, it worked out pretty well for us there. Are we going to be able to do it again? I don't know. They're playing... How aggressive are they? They're more of a mid-range deck, too, so far. From what we've seen, they're a little more mid-range, so I think we can run it back how we are. Gimli did its job that game, though. I mean, he did lightning bolt worth of damage just in die triggers, which is not insignificant by any stretch. So this one we mulligan because a bunch of red cards. This one we no, this one we'll keep. We have the spider. We're gonna have to ditch a card anyway. We can ditch Battle-Scarred Goblin. So we'll ditch the Goblin. We'll use Ent to get the second forest, and hopefully draw to the point where we can get some Guardians down, do some stuff with Spider. Yeah, this hand's actually reasonable. See, once again, these cyclers. This hand would have been unkeepable without Generous Ent. I mean, we're still in trouble, but you gotta feel better about a hand where at least you have like 2 lands, even if they are the same color. All right, that was a good draw. So now at least we can go Spider into Fire Leaper, which is good. I don't really want to trade Spider for Lookout. But if I'm not attacking... It's kind of awkward to not attack and not block. Actually, this is fine. We can attack, and if they block, we'll do the song. That actually works pretty well. All right. Now, I think I do the Leaper. I could do the Ent, actually. And it guarantees I hit my land next turn. But I guess I can guarantee I hit my land next turn anyway with Ent, and then I can still pump Fire Leaper. So I guess we'll just play the Fire Leaper. This way, if we draw land, we do Guardian. If we don't draw land, we get Forest off Ent, plus we get to hold up Bombadil Song. All right, so we hit the land. That's good. We can do the Guardian here. Which I think we will. I can attack with both. Because I have the Bombadil Song. I don't know if that's better, though. I guess we'll just play the Guardian and pass. So since they're getting loots right now, I guess I'll block. Although, well, with Bombadil's Song, I can block and then Song, and yeah, maybe that's better, actually. Alright. I guess we can do Rohirrim. Fire Leaper seems like a really good candidate for Ring Bearer. So we can get Reach, but we need a couple extra mana for that. I mean, we're still beating down pretty well here. We're still pretty efficiently beating down. We're going to be able to win this race currently, so I'm going to take all they want to throw at me. Yeah. Well, if they attack with Frodo, we kill it. So I don't know if that's the best idea. Because Frodo is not a ring bearer, as it turns out. Oh, he can give it flying, I see. I guess I'm alright with that then. So they want to get in that extra damage. I guess if they're not blocking, then it makes sense. I mean, we still have pretty slick attackers here. I'm going to play land because now at this point we just want to, you know, play Generosant and all that. So we'll get him with everything. Oh yeah, and he has Death Touch now too. They're going to take it. So I can at least pump, let's see there, 4, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I am super close to lethal here. Yeah. I think we'll just do 1. And that way I can leave up Bombadil's Song. They could have looted there. That was a mistake. Playing the land there was a mistake. Oh, they want to be able to sack the food then. I guess that makes sense. So they're at like 8 life. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Ooh, Doors of Durin. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we do Doors of Durin now. That actually just makes sense to me. They don't have lethal and they have to block here, so this is fine. Oh, wow. Oh, I guess the land actually lets us play Generosant, so we'll keep that on top. And then just give our big dudes trample. And they're in a pretty tough spot now. It's okay, Lee. Alright, we got there. We'll see you for round 2. Alright, this is a keep. I think we start with the Goblin, actually. Because the Fire Leaper's better when they have 2 creatures out. It's more of a threat. Plus, you know, you gotta pump mana into it, so. Alright. I am fine trading... I think I'm fine trading a Goblin for a Golem. But I guess since we have the Fire Leaper, we probably don't. Ooh, nice. Good value there. Alright. So now we have Ents Fury, which is not bad. Yeah, Ents Fury, at least with the Fire Leaper, lets us do some... kill both their dudes or whatever. We'll stay back. We're more late game anyway, so we're not in a huge rush to get in there. Let's see. I think I'll just trade here. Oh, I should have played the red mana there. I guess we'll do Rohirrim. We'll do Rohirrim because Fire Leaper's going to die here anyway, I think. At this point, maybe both our creatures are going to die. I'm not 100% sure. Sure. Bill the Pony as a ring bearer is pretty nice. But we do have the Guardian, so that's okay. So we'll finally block here. All right. So we'll do the Guardian. And we'll try the Ents Fury. See if they have the protection for it. Could have Escape from Orthanc. Alright, good. Worked out fine. Oh, good one. Well, if I kill Sheriff, at least we get our dude back. That's good. Could be worse. Ooh, Kerbane. So, they're basically value deck, so this is going to be a tough one just because any sort of flood and we're in trouble. I mean, we're mid-range value too, but, you know, we actually have to draw our mid-range value. Their early game is all value too, so it's going to be a tough match. Yeah, I don't really want to trade my Guardian for a 2/2. Sorry, just trying to fix my camera video. For some reason, I really don't like the way it looks right now. It's like dark and weird looking. I swear, I have more problems with my webcam than any other streamer. I don't know what the issue is. It's very strange. Very, very strange. So the brightness is wrong. I guess this? Sorry, folks. Yeah, I hate it too. Alright. Let's see. Gimli. So, Gimli. They have Gollum back. So, I think we just play Gimli and pass. We're not in a great position to let them swing back on us. So, I think at this point we just kind of have to hope they flood out a little bit. Yeah. Well, I don't count them playing removal as flooding out, but what are you going to do? So we have to block Gollum here just to prevent a little bit of damage. We'll block here. So, you know, I think this match is fine, but basically we can't flood out and we need them to like flood out a little bit. I think if that happens, we're fine. Like, we still have draws. I can do the one deals one, whatever it's called, the ring thing that deals damage one to the other. It's a stupid card called Breaking of the Fellowship. Then at least I could kill Sheriff, get my dude back, you know. So there's stuff, but I'm going to have to rip it, and we're currently not. I mean, our deck is like all mid-range, and we've drawn one of our, well, 2 of our 4 drops. Alright, so they got a lot of removal. This is, I mean, they're drawing hot. They are just drawing hot. I mean, they have good removal, but they're drawing really hot here. So, I do have the Ring of the Bombadil. Bombadil Song, rather, as some protection. Anything else? No other protection, really. Dang. No other protection spells in here. It's a tough one. Yeah. And they just got a ton of early game, too. It's going to make this tricky. Bummer. Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. That's just a bummer. I think we got to run it back. I don't know what else I'm supposed to bring in. I mean, I could lower to 16 lands. I really don't like doing that. So I think we just got to basically draw well and hope our opponent doesn't draw well. Because that's the exact opposite of what happened in game one there. We flooded out and they just drew. They had everything. They were just like creature removal, non-stop. Alright, we'll play first. It's a keep. A little bit slow, but do what you gotta do. Oof. Their deck's so sweet. Their deck's so good. Do we start? I think we start with the War Beast, actually. Believe it or not. Because Doors of Durin gives you free stuff, but... we want to just keep playing guarantees until we don't have a guarantee anymore, and then we can do Doors of Durin. Nice. That's a pretty good value. Wow, that's cool. So they can go to 1. I'm okay with that too. Alright. Alright, so can't do Quick Beam yet. We can do Doors of Durin, but we can also do War Beast. They probably have to trade with Omer here or whatever, so this is fine. So Build a Pony can block the 2/2, but then they have to sack a food in order to kill it. Alright, so they do want to... I mean, this is fine because they're going to sack a food to kill our army, so they're not going to be able to gain life off the food by doing this, so that's good. They're at 3 life. We have a War Beast. They did pay the 2 life for the extra card. So if we get the land, we do Quick Beam. If we don't get the land, we do Doors of Durin. Both are fine. War Beast is matched well against a high removal deck, so that's nice. Great card. Their deck is so good. Their deck is so much stronger than ours. Alright, we're going to do Doors of Durin and swing with team. And hopefully get something. Oof. All right, that worked out really well. All right, so their deck's better than ours, but obviously we can still win if we just play creatures every turn. I wonder if I just need more creatures to counteract their lands, but see, their creatures are high value. That's the tricky part. They just have a lot of really high value stuff in there. Like, am I supposed to drop? See, yeah, this is a tough one. I want Bobadil's Song because they're all removal. I want Ents Fury. I want Breaking of the Fellowship too, I think, because you get a Ring Tempsy effect off of it. Yeah, I see the argument for maybe not doing Breaking the Fellowship, but I can't really justify doing like a Spearmaster instead of it, you know? I could do another 5-drop instead of it, but their late game is so good too. That's a tough one. I mean, I could get rid of some of my early stuff for more beef. Where's the beef? Because, like, I don't really need a Battle-Scarred Goblin too much. Yeah, maybe we dump that and we do more top end. I don't know if this is right or not. I'm just thinking it seems like our mid game potentially should let us get there. I don't see a little, yeah, like this hand is just fine. Now at least we get our early game early and we have a lot of mid game. We have a lot of mid game to draw into, which is good. Like that. And giving Fireleaper Death Touch is quite nice. Oof. Yeah. Hmm. 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 All right. So hopefully we get a good Stu the Conies target here. All right. That's actually Okay, they do get to draw the card, but at least we can kill that thing. I feel like we probably do Gimli first. I mean, most likely they're going to do removal on Gimli, but... Good value. All the credit in the world. Alright, so we got our 5th land. We can do the Enraged Huorn. That's pretty good, actually. So why don't we do that? And do the Spider. Get him for 5. Give Death Touch to Gimli. And that's pretty good, actually. So they can kill that, that's fine. So we got 6 here. Do Guardian and then kill the Faramir, I guess. I mean, I want Breaking of the Fellowship to do something, so maybe we just attack here and wait. Yeah, I really want Breaking the Fellowship to... We don't need to play any more lands because we can play everything in our deck now. They have more cards than us, which is problematic, but hopefully we can come up with some sort of solution for that. Huh. 6 open mana, huh? Oh, wow. That worked out. Wow. I have really lucked out. That Doors of Durin has been just phenomenal. Oh yeah, they can actually block that. Oh, we still got him, I guess, huh? Alright. Wow, well, we beat the better deck. That's sweet. We'll see you in round 3. Did I have fun in the match? Well, when I win, I have fun, and when I lose, I don't have fun. How weird is that? Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we'll play first. Well, obviously a mulligan. This one we'll keep. At least the Coral's in makes it a little bit better. We'll ditch a forest. A little bit on the slow side, but that's our deck in a vacuum, so that's fine. First time I've seen a Wizard Rockets played. I don't think we have double red or... No, we have double green, so I should ditch a mountain, I guess. We don't have double red, right? No, we have both. Alright, well, I don't know what to ditch then. Maybe we ditch the green because we have 2 red cards. And the Fire Leaper, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So this... It's kind of cool. Ooh, good draw there. Real good draw. Yeah, I like these Guardians. These Guardians are good. I feel like they often trade with things and then give you a Ring Tempsy effect, which is obviously good. I really like Ring Tempsy a lot with the Fire Leaper. That's some super powered value there. Ooh, cool. So you get it back, huh? Wow. So it's like a free card draw sort of thing? Lady Ewan's a good one. So oh yeah, I can't. I was gonna say I should block, but I guess I can't block there, huh? So I can do Gimli, which is probably fine actually. I suppose if I do this, they block like that and that, so that's not going to work so well for us. So I guess the play is just Guardian, which we trade for Samwise Stout-Hearted, and then we'll make the Fire Leaper our Ring Timpsu, and they'll lose 1 life. I guess I'm alright with that. Well, at least I guess Quarrel's End looks a little bit better. Although we have a fair amount of 5-drops in here too. Yeah, Wizard's Rockets. It's the first time I've seen it. Ooh, nice one. Well, first strike is pretty good, as it turns out. Oh, no attacks. Alright, well that's cool. We need the land, so I'm actually going to go land in Guardian here. And I guess we can pump too. Well, they could have attacked with their first striker, and I guess I could have blocked and dealt 1 damage to it. That's probably why they didn't attack. But I feel like I'd rather have the Fire Leaper as I'd rather have the Fire Leaper as an attacker right now, since it can't be blocked except by 1-power creatures, and then I can inflate it after it's not blocked. Pretty significant upside. Old Man Willow's so good. Such a good card. Alright, so we'll do Quarrel's End first. Ditch that. Ents Fury. Well, that's a good one. Yeah, I think we gotta kill Old Man Willow. I don't want to deal with that. It means I'm gonna lose my Guardian, though. I may just have to live with it. Well, yeah, I guess we just do it. Yeah, it's not optimal. Ditch land. At least we're getting a loot. That's good. I mean, we've got a loot effect now. We got rid of Old Man Willow. I guess that's pretty good. Let's see how many more legends they play. Bill Pony. Unfortunately, that one's pretty good. We can block our Fire Leaper. But we do have Bombadil Song, actually. Well, it's not going to work, though, is it? No, I suppose not. Yeah, I suppose that's not going to work. Oh, they're going to deal the extra damage. I guess that makes sense. I forgot that Bill Pony can flip anybody, huh? It's pretty good. So we'll loot first. Although here I kind of want to play the land, don't I? Because then I can inflate 3 times. But I also want the loot of land away. I guess I can ditch a Bombadil Song, too. That's not true. I can just Ring Timpsu as well. It's a tough one. I feel like I actually do need to play land now that I think about it. Tough choice. Alright, it worked out. They don't really have a great block here anyway, I feel like. We need to find some more of our mid-range. We've gotten some good loots out of the way, but we need some of our mid-range now. This isn't exactly a race we can win very easily without some help of our mid-range cards. They're looking like a mid-range deck too, though, so we can actually ditch some of our early game. Like, I can ditch that Goblin again and bring in some more mid-range. I'd probably prefer to do that. And they are sacking the food, alright. Alright, so that's going to make things really tricky. I probably can't really... Well, unfortunately, I feel like I kind of have to attack with the Fire Leaper because I got just nothing going on here. Six mana. So it's probably smarter to leave up the Guardian with Bombadil's Song for some protection here, in case they have removal. In my opinion. That's just my thinking. I mean, I can get to 4 Ring Timpsy effects on the start of my next turn, so that's... Is that lethal, though? I don't think so. I don't think it's lethal. Certainly not now. Let's see. Well, let's kill Butterbur. And then they can sack the food and we take 7. Or I can just prevent 3. So Yeah. Well, that's cool. So we have to stay back now. Because they do, in fact, have lethal. Well, I guess technically they don't have lethal unless they play another food. But I'm just going to be cautious here. Especially since Fire Leaper currently can trade with X4s, which is pretty good. Hmm. All right. Looks like it was GG's anyway, so we'll go to the next game. Like I said, I'm going to ditch my Goblin. Yeah, we'll ditch Battle-Scarred Goblin. We'll get some more top end in here. Any other little dudes I want to cut? I don't think so. I think this is probably fine. Then we have, I feel like we have an appropriate amount of top end in early game. Don't love it, but I guess we'll keep it. Olifant, at least if we're not ripping lands, can help with that. And Breaking the Fellowship maybe does something for us. You never know. Well, I missed a land route. That's good. We needed this because first play on turn 5 is usually suboptimal, but it's a lot more optimal when your opponent's mana screwed. Ooh, what's this do? Put an influence counter on it and scry 2. Then target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X, where X is the number of influence, and that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. I'd rather lose life. Oh, geez. That's pretty strong. Guess I can attack first here. I may just have them draw a card now. They don't even have a double block they can do. Yeah, they're in pretty big trouble here. get a dude, so I guess that works out. Guess I should have played another War Beast, but it's alright. I'm surprised they didn't kill the Oliphant instead, to be honest. Alright. So we can beat them when they're mana screwed. That's nice. They're in big trouble when they get mana screwed. There's a big surprise for you. That's pretty... That card's pretty sweet. Palantir of Orthanc, especially since you get to scry in advance, so... Yeah. Alright. Thing was, they needed lands, so... If they don't put a land on top, it's kind of tough for them. We can keep this both colors. Yeah. So I guess Guardian into Emmer. Hope that's good enough. Mana base is working out for him this game. Ooh, Donathar too. Beautiful. Alright. So we'll do Guardian here. I guess technically I can do Spider plus Stew the Conies. That's pretty good. If they attack with both, I probably take it because they have some sort of trick with Denethor. Because we know they have Pippin's Bravery in there, so probably want to be a little cautious. We know they have Stew the Conies too, so... Ah. Alright. So we can attack for... We can play Spider, play another Guardian, or I can play Emmer. Can also do Spider and... I mean, we have more cards in hand than them, so I wonder if we want to just kill Denethor now. Could see that. Because they probably block with the Watchdog, right? So then maybe I can do Song. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Let's do that. Because they're tapped out. I'll trade a Song for a Watchdog, get a 5/3, get a Ring Tempts You, and then play a Spider. See, I could have played the Spider first, but it's okay. Because we could have had the Spider get the Ring Bearer status, but that's okay. Now at least we have a... Yeah, this actually works out, because we can give Guardian Death Touch, and we have Yemmer, so if the Mirror Guardian dies, we're kind of still looking okay. We get another attack step, or whatever. 2 cards left, that's good. Alright, Quarrel's in, that's not bad. So we can do Emmer, they can sack there. 2 cards left in hand. Don't want to swing for 8 now. Can also just swing with Guardian. Leave up Stew the Conies. Or I can play Emmer and get in for 8. I think we'll do this now. Because if they block there, that's a legend. We get to untap again. If they lose both their guys, I guess that's okay too. We get ring tempts you. I think, do we still get an untap effect, or? Yeah, we do. It's nice. Now we can loot too. Alright, so, wow. Guess Quarrel's in? Because I kind of want to play all these other cards. Suppose so. Ooh, Palantir. So we don't want him to draw this turn. Alright. So we do Strider here. Yeah, because we want to loot. We want to hit lands. I guess we can get rid of one Guardian, because if we draw a land, I can do Huorn. Could have done Stew the Conies, but having one removal spell is pretty nice here, I think. Alright. So now we'll have him draw. Alright, so we got our 5th land. See if they do Pippin's Bravery. If they do, we have Stew the Conies, so we'll kill their dude. I want to play Quick Beam, but since we have other plays, I already played a land this turn. Alright, we'll ditch the forest. I think we'll find more of those. Just trying to get some more big dudes out there, I guess. Oh, so let's see. With Pippin's Bravery, they can deal 7-9. I think we take it for that reason. I'm willing to take 9 and let them draw a card or whatever. So we go to 2. If we draw the land, I feel like the Quick Beam gets there, but I might be wrong. Oh, forgot about Build a Pony's ability. Well, my fault. Didn't read the board. Lost the match. Let's get our packs and call it good for the day. All right, pack one, pick one. Let's see. Mithril Coat. Flash indestructible. Enters, attach a legend. Equip creature is indestructible. I haven't seen that one before. Kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of legends, so giving indestructible is good. Otherwise, I really like Gandalf a lot. This card's sweet. Yeah, you just get a bunch of card draw out of that. Plus, you want to do Ring Temps you anyway, so I'd probably take Gandalf. Galadriel. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than be a ring bearer, scry 3. Whenever you scry, reveal top card of your library. If it's a land, put it on the battlefield tap. That's pretty sweet. This card's pretty sweet too. Comes in, amass, gain control of the thing. Gains haste. Good with sack effects particularly. I might just take Grishnak over Galadriel. Oh, maybe just take Gleam the Precious. Yeah, it's tough to go wrong with kill anything plus ring tempts you effect. Although this is two cards in one and good with sack effects. This is strong and it's pretty cheap too. I could see this possibly being better than Claim the Precious, honestly. But Claim the Precious, I think I'd still take it. It's just tough to go wrong with that card. Deals with everything in this format. Alright, Horn of the Mark. Whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack a player, leave the top 5 cards of your library, mill a creature, put it in your hand. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you need 2 or more creatures, but that's some pretty high upside. Look at top 5. I mean, that's high value. Hobbit Sting is good removal. I'd probably take the rare there. That's some strong effect. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. See you for the next one.